In the preseason, this is what you hear all the time in the preseason. You go, overreactions, the overreactions from week 1 of the preseason. Don't overreact to anything. So that's been done multiple times.
Of course.
But for the first time here on the Simms Unbuttoned podcast, we're doing something a little bit differently. You don't know this. We're going week 1 of the preseason, underreactions, things that may be a big deal that maybe we aren't giving enough attention to.
Okay.
So we're going the opposite way here. I'm going to throw a few things out there and see if we're underreacting to them.
Okay, I like this.
Just some news and notes and tidbits from games. I'm going to start with the Vikings, and they traded for not only a kicker, but a kickoff specialist and a punter. They may have gotten a 3-1 Corey Vedvik, who hails from Norway, was with the Ravens. First preseason game, goes 4 for 4 with field goals of 55, 54, 26, and 29 yards, and then averaged 55 yards on 2 punts. This is all for the Ravens, now traded to the Vikings. The Vikings may have just gotten a weapon.
I know.
It could be very valuable to them. Maybe, I don't know if we're
I don't know who's in trouble. You're right. We're underreacting.
Underreaction, okay.
We are. I'm with you there. Because, first of all, it's fascinating. Who's in trouble out there in Minnesota? Is it Dan Bailey, the kicker, or the punter, who I can't remember his name off the top of my head?
Yeah.
But either way, it's going to be fascinating, too, if they decide to sign, what's his name? Vedvik?
Yeah, Corey Vedvik.
Vedvik is... I mean, this could be the wave of the future. I mean,
you have one roster spot for your kicking, punting,
that
and
would
kickoffs.
be unbelievable. Either way, even if he's just your field goal kicker, now you have a backup punter that's on the roster too, just in case something happens. So that's a great insurance policy from that standpoint. But, you know, with this day and age, the 53-man roster and the 46 that can dress during game day, man, I would think this is something that coaches are going to want more and more. You have this guy, maybe you can have a third-string quarterback or one extra defensive lineman or one extra special teamer that you want to add to it.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. We're underselling that one.
So, and it's not only a big deal for the Vikings who got him, it's maybe a big deal for the teams that missed out on him. Like a Bears team is a team that would love to have a guy perhaps like Corey Vedvik.
Yep.
While I was looking up this story, too, I realized, and I read this other tidbit, that the Ravens, I didn't realize this, they have not lost a preseason game since 2015. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
They have won 14 straight.
Holy cow.
John Harbaugh talked about their last loss was September 3rd, 2015, a 1-point loss to Atlanta. He goes, I'm still mad about that one.
That's amazing.
I
can see, though, I mean, again, they're going to be tough in the preseason. They're one of the biggest teams in football always. So you're always like, it's going to be a little bit of a shell shock for any team that plays them. Their defense is a little different than most as far as creativity. Even their base packages are a little more creative than the normal base packages. So from that standpoint, I could see why they'd be a pain in the butt to deal with in the preseason.
Okay, so maybe that was an underreaction. Story number 2, Le'Veon Bell, new team with the Jets, big signing for them. He warmed up in uniform, did not play one snap.
Oh.
Are we not noticing something there? Is it for him to be in uniform but not play one snap? Is that an underreaction?
No.
Okay.
It's not an underreaction. I think that's just a what do we want to say? That's just proper.
Why not in street clothes though? You know, I mean, if they're not going to play.
Well, they're like, it's a dress rehearsal.
Okay.
So their coach wants sometimes, like I believe even Odell Beckham Jr. did this with the Cleveland Browns. Like the coach wants you to go out there, get used to pregame warm-ups. Let's go through all, the shenanigans that it'll be like for the regular season, except when it comes time to play, we're not going to let you get out there and get hit and get hurt. So I think that's more what it's about, just to kind of get used to the environment once again.
Okay, they're not all going to hit. That was just a proper reaction.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay,
that one
good.
Shouldn't be
proper.
Talked about. Yeah.
Proper.
Jameis Winston. Are we underreacting to the transformation that we're already seeing with Jameis Winston, who completed 5 passes all around the line of scrimmage for the preseason game? Bruce Arians trying to make him more of a game manager. Don't do stupid stuff out there. Are we already seeing the transformation of Jameis Winston?
I think that we should give it a little bit more due diligence than it's getting. Okay. I'll say that because, yes, it did show. 1, some nice movement in the pocket, but 2, there was no semblance of a dumb decision or why are you forcing that down there against the Pittsburgh Steelers? It looked pretty smooth. I guess it's not getting the attention it should be getting because we were probably expecting this improvement from Bruce Arians.
Sure.
But we've been expecting an improvement from Jameis Winston for 4 years in a row now, and we still get these, knucklehead, head-scratching type moves, and we saw none of that. So it was a good start, and the Bucs are one of those teams. They can throw a whole wrench into the NFC. I don't know what to expect from them. Mm-hmm. They have some talent at some key positions. They got very good coaches on both sides of the ball, but they're young. Jameis is unproven. There's some defensive guys that are unproven. They could be a pain in the butt and ruin a lot of people's playoff chances this year and be in playoff contention themselves. If you told me they ended up 4-12, I don't know if I'd be that shocked either. So I don't know what to think of them right now.
High variance of what they can be, but I think a lot of people excited to see what Bruce Arians can do there. Yep. Are we underreacting to the fact that Melvin Gordon's sitting out? We don't know how long he will be continuing to sit out. But in the first preseason game, Austin Eckler, the 24-year-old backup running back, carried the ball 5 times for 40 yards. Did have a fumble near the goal line. But in his career so far, he's averaged 5.3 yards per carry. Very good. Better than Melvin Gordon. Are we underreacting to the fact that perhaps the Chargers think they have a running back who could replace Melvin Gordon, and Melvin Gordon will be shipped out at some point?
Well, yes. Yes, I think you're right. I mean, we are underreacting. I mean, Phillip Rivers tried to tell us that we're pretty deep at this position and we're going to go with the guys we got. It wasn't a shot at Melvin Gordon or anything like that. He was just going, damn, if you watch football the last 2 years, Austin Eckler's good. He can contribute. The kid Jackson they had last year who came in towards the end of the year when Melvin Gordon was hurt too, he showed some promise. So I think it's a position that they feel comfortable with. I don't think any of these guys are as good as Melvin Gordon. I don't. And I think like the scenario you brought up, goal line touchdown runs, that's where they're going to probably miss him because Melvin Gordon is one of those, whoa, look at this dude. When he walks in the room, I mean, it's traps and shoulders and neck, and he's a big guy. And, of course, he can move well, too. But, no, I don't think that the Los Angeles Chargers are nearly as scared going into the season without Melvin Gordon as compared to the Cowboys with Ezekiel Elliott. I think there is some fear there. They can say all they want in Dallas, but Zeke's pretty important. In Los Angeles, the pass game's proven. They've shown that they can win games with the pass game. In Dallas, that's not so much a thing yet, and they're not as creative with the scheme. Dak Prescott hasn't had that pressure on him like a Phillip Rivers to carry the team that way. I don't think the Melvin Gordon thing's going to end pretty. It's either him going to have to cave and come back, or he's going to sit out the year because I can't imagine anybody trading for him either with his knee situation.
Yeah. All right, so that was it. Underreaction. What'd you think?
Monday. That was good. I like it.
I don't want to blow everything up and do a big deal.
I know.
But maybe there are some things that slip through the cracks that we maybe should be paying a little
I hear
more
you.
attention
Yeah,
to.
no. I'm all for giving. You know me. I mean, we do Robin Hood segments sometimes. I'm all for giving attention to things that don't get enough attention. So good job by you.
And I'm glad that you said that suiting up and not playing is not a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal. It's not.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.